Hi, this is Deborah Dashinger. This is your host for the Dare to Dream radio show. It's great to be here with you, and I'm going to get some music going. And God, I found some great music today that I'm really excited about. What do I want to tell you? Today was an interesting day. It's a Dare to Dream day. It's a day that started out first thing in the morning, and I mean really early, 6 a.m., heading to the gym, listening to the radio, and what do I hear? But something kind of big, pretty big, that I'm going for, I hear on the radio that somebody else is in the running for, meaning if I haven't heard, I am not. So, before I head on with this story, let me just tell you, Deborah Dashinger, pleasure to have you here. If you want to know more about the show or listen to any archived radio interviews, please go to www.deborahdashinger.com. It's Deborah like the Bible, Deborah, and Dashinger, DACHINGER.com. And you can also listen to us on, we're podcast and RSS all over the place. In fact, we are going to be fed off of, that's the water cooler, we're going to be fed off of something called LexiCast, L-E-X-Y cast, brand new for us. So we're really excited to be there and share a show with you. And I think that's enough. On with the story. So I heard that, I got into, and I felt like a little, you know, it's a second kind of big thing I've been going for lately, little discouragement, little disappointment, So I get in to work to my computer, and there is an email from the person I heard on the radio. They know me, and they said, oh, you know, this is going on, I'm so excited, and kind of support me along. Well, I do. I think it's beautiful, and I'm so excited for this person. Wonderful. And to take nothing away from their deservability and their glory and their shining moment, you know, I totally support them and sent them back something nice from my heart. But still there was that, you know, so what do you do when you got that, you're on the way to your dream, your goal, you're motivated, you're inspired, you're doing all the right stuff, taking action, and, well, I'll tell you what I did. Because sitting there will do nothing except actually call more attention and bring in more darkness and feelings that I really don't want to be in. They're not productive, and they're not in the now. And so instead, I decided to take a look, put on a different pair of glasses, and just notice everything that right now is in my life. And I started going, oh, okay, well, this is amazing, and I'm connected with this person, and oh my God, and oh yeah, now this is happening for me, and that's rolling along. And so I started to notice all these things, and there was a nice mood elevation as soon as I did that. Highly recommended. So I'm starting to feel better. Still in the background, there's a little bit of that discouragement, disappointment. But I'm deciding to keep that same frame of reference of noticing what's good. Some people might say, hey, that's an attitude of gratitude. True that. But it's also other things too. It's really taking the time to see there's more. There's actually more. This discouragement and disappointment, it's right here. But if I widen back and widen my view, I see there's much more going on, and there's tons that's positive. Mary Pickford, actress and producer from the 1800s to early 1900s, said, you may have a fresh start any moment you choose, for this thing that we call failure is not the falling down, but the staying down. So don't stay down. Get up. It's up to you. It's your choice. Also, I made a phone call to someone I do have a person in my life I mastermind with, and we support each other towards our goals. So I called her right away and just, you know, kind of just got it out of my system, and that really helped diffuse as well. And all of this is so perfect right now in my life because I am reading a book I want to tell you about. This author, I'm going to have to track him down and get him on the show. He's amazing. William Whitecloud is his name. He wrote a book called The Magician's Way, What It Really Takes to Find Your Treasure. I don't remember how it came to me, but it got tons of reviews, and it's blowing my mind. I'm like highlighting all over the place. He talks in the beginning about golf and relays golf to life. But then it broadens out into life and really how we do this thing, including who we are authentically and our dreams, and it's brilliant. So I'm going to read you an excerpt from that because I think it was really profound. Again, this is William Whitecloud, The Magician's Way. And he writes, you have a 24-hour experience of creating whatever you want. You learn that all you have to do is focus on the end result, and you can achieve anything. I love that passage because that's a great reminder. You, I, All of us, each individual has 24 hours to create whatever we want. So for me this morning, okay, little discouragement, little disappointed, something I really hope would happen, didn't happen. Second thing that I hope would really happen that was big for me. But you know what? I can create my day. Do I want it to be the poo day of the galaxy? Do I want to walk around like, oh, you know, nothing's worth nothing, I'm not worth, you know, do I want to go down that road and get really bummed? Or do I want to say, you know, what do I want to feel 24 hours? Well, here's what's so cool. Not only deciding that I was going to see opportunity and focus my attention, like he says, the end result, and you can achieve whatever you want. Well, I decided it was going to be a great day, period. I do play golf. I'm fairly new to the game. I've been playing 2 years, and so I go to the driving range generally on Wednesdays at my lunch hour. I like to practice before I play on the weekends. So first thing that happens, I take, you know, clubs are heavy, so I take them out of my car, I'm walking. First time this ever happened, guy pulls up in a golf cart. He works there. He says, would you like a ride to the driving range? Yeah, okay, that'd be great. Boom, in we go. And I'm immediately going, thank you, thank you, thank you to the universe and to my highest self. What a beautiful thing to create. I get there, I get to the driving range. Now this is really weird for that day, but what do I see? It's, when I say jam-packed, that driving range, I mean people were waiting to get on the driving range, and people on the driving range had buckets, not a bucket, buckets of balls. I'm like, oh, I'm never going to be able to do this on my lunch hour. So I'm feeling like, but I still have a really good attitude. I was cracking up. And a gentleman overheard me say something to someone else who was waiting about lunch hour, and he goes, hey, come on, why don't you take over and just hit some balls, join me? And I'm like, really? Come on. And he said, honey, I'm going to be here all day. Go ahead. Anyway, it'll be fun to watch you hit, which is always good for the mind of a golfer. A little bit of pressure there. But I did. I took over until something else freed up. Is that beautiful or what? And I did my day, I got in my practice, and I went to leave. And I've had several other things like that, which clip. Somebody came along, oh, a young boy who was on the driving range said to me, they just called my number, I'm going to go play, would you like my extra balls? So I had all these extra balls to hit on the driving range. It was just one thing after another. And now I'm going to be podcast on LexiCast, which is a brand new social media site. So may I say, things are wonderful and happening. And there's also a site for the Mars Science Laboratory, which is a NASA spacecraft going up into the air. And I was able to put my name in, so it's going to be etched in a microchip on a spacecraft going up to Mars. How cool is that? It was a great day. The day's not over. I'm going to interview somebody amazing. So I have my guest here, but I'm going to have to close the door because I'm on video. So if you guys could close it, that would be awesome. And I'll be with you in 1 minute. We do have a great interview coming up. And I want to read you the rest of William Whitecloud. Here we go. The next step is a little more difficult because you're not used to it. But what you want to do now is, I love that waving. No, I'm on video. Look, what it means is this is what you really want, what truly matters to you. Love is the power of magic. Without it, you are nothing. You have to let yourself dream. You have to dare to admit what is there in your heart. Focus on what will ultimately serve you and everyone else, and then let your natural ability do the rest. As above, so below. The principle remains the same at every level. Your natural ability can be, no, must be, trusted at every level of endeavor. If you want to live the greatest life imaginable, you're going to have to begin trusting yourself. You're going to have to let your true nature do what it wants to, as scary as that may be sometimes. Whatever you're creating, all you have to concentrate on is the end result. Then just do your best from there. Let all the forces at play do the work for you. And that's why we say that creating is effortless, because you don't have to control every detail. You just focus on the end result. I mean, it's just such a wonderfully free state of mind to exist in. It's the most relaxing, peaceful way of life you'll ever find. When you can trust your own creative nature and bring everything together, you can stop struggling and start living. Awesome. And that is the truth. So start from there today to go after your dreams and goals. Tune in to listen to us. We're on all week long, and we love having you here. You can also check us out on iTunes, on youpublish.com. and dare to dream. Make those dreams a reality.